actually started out reading Sweet Valley High, The Babysitter's Club, and then I started reading Sophie Kinsella, the shopaholic novels, were things that might be called women's fiction. But then I think, like everybody, when The Girl on the Train happened and Gone Girl, I really started to think about how I could maybe write novels with crimes at their centre, but also that explore more domestic themes. And I really like this sort of marriage of both of those things. I really like to explore parents and children in thrillers because I think it makes the stakes very high, because parents will do anything to protect their children. I think it's a very unique and almost quite strange relationship because, you know, you would protect other people, but for your child, you would die for them, or you would tell lies for them, or commit crimes for them. And I think parents can act in quite irrational and interesting ways to protect their children. So I had the idea of wanting to write about somebody that does something immoral and a police officer who takes a bribe. But I didn't just want to write about somebody bad. I wanted to write about somebody doing a bad thing for good reasons. For every book, I make a friend who, my current book in the UK is about a hostage situation, and I made friends with a hostage negotiator and became his pen pal. And every day I message him like, what does it smell like, or what does it look like when you first enter a hostage situation? So in this novel, I actually started to talk to a police officer as part of writing Wrong Place, Wrong Time, that has a small amount of police in it. And the stories he told me about the police and their trauma and the difficult things they witness as part of their job were so interesting that I wanted to almost carry on that discussion and write a full police procedural novel. I try to know the ending. I like to know the ending because I feel like I'm not intelligent enough to write a really great twist unless I know everything myself in advance. But I do a lot of rewriting, and I've written 10 novels in England, and I've written 10 first drafts, and every single time I delete the first draft and I start again, which is quite dysfunctional, but it's how I do it, because for me it's like a process of try this and it doesn't work, so I try this. And each time the plan gets more formed, and then eventually I end up with a draft that I can use. We owe them such a lot for their hard work and attention and reading us in advance and recommending us. So this is a huge thank you to all the bookshops out there. Just Another Missing Person is in development with Heyday Productions, who did Harry Potter, and they have a screenwriter attached who wrote something called Succession and Veep. So she is working on the screenplay at the moment. The rest are under wraps for now, so who knows. But this one's looking quite likely, so fingers crossed.